Hey folks, how's your reading? I'm a little tangled up here, so I'll just untangle it a little bit more. And then I have a parcel to open. Now, where can I put this? There we go. Let's see how that works. No, I'm straight. Isn't that good? Okay, so today I have a parcel. I'm sure you can't see down there who it's from, so I won't leave that up for very long. And instead I will get straight into opening it. 2 books, which I thought would come separately, and they came together. Isn't that nice? So, Booktopia, my favourite online bookshop. So, this one is a book of poetry called Paper Birds, and you can see the names on the front. Delaina J. Miller, Rosemary Nissen-Wade, Helen Patrice, and Leigh D.C. Spencer. Now, Helen Patrice is actually a friend of mine. She does some absolutely amazing stuff. Now, I'm not good on poetry, but I will be trying to read her stuff at least. So what they say is that these 4 poets, over the course of a month, have magically transformed ordinary prompts into cleverly constructed origami. Not content with being caged, these paper birds broke free from conventions and took flight with messages of strength and wisdom, kindness and compassion, friendliness and love. In this stunning sequel to She Too, 4 voices in almost harmony, these extraordinary women separated by oceans of space and time come together once more to share in the celebration of the power of words. Now it's your turn. Unfold each poem. Stand witness to each shining truth, and brace yourself as these paper birds lift off the page, ready to carry you away. Really sounds like I need to get into some poetry just to be able to read this. So where will I put this other book so it doesn't fall off anywhere? So beautiful. There we go. There's a poem by her. Just quickly, there's her name. Oh, yeah, I need to read that poem. I've just closed the book and I don't know what page it was on. Oh, well, I will find it. Now, this other book is also by a friend. Mark is... I don't like to use the word inspiration, but I think he is. In, I think, his 20s, he got into... He came home from overseas with a virus or something along those lines, something that made him really ill, and gradually started losing his mobility to the point where he is now in a wheelchair, which you can't actually see that he's in a wheelchair because it looks like he's in a regular chair. I don't know how they got him there. And he breathes through this thing, which I've just forgotten the word for it. So I met him online just before COVID. So I managed to actually see him one time before COVID at a book launch, of all places. So what he's done, despite being a quadriplegic and needing 24/7 care, so 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he needs care all the time. They have to be really highly trained people. He has managed to move out of his own home, out of his share home, into a place of his own, employing his own staff. He's a pretty amazing person, and he's been writing. So this is a book he wrote during COVID. I don't really know how he manages to actually write. I've read a lot of his stuff on Facebook because that's where I know him most. And I'm hoping I will actually find out by reading this book. But not today, because I do need sleep. Yep. So, he leads a challenging life, and getting him out of his bed is a challenge in and of itself. So, 2 books by 2 friends. Okay, so it's an anthology by 4 people, and I only know one of them, but, you know, I'm just going to take that as a win. I could actually read what it says on the back of this one. This is a diary written from a mini nursing home during the initial COVID-19 lockdowns in Melbourne, Australia. Now, I'm sure you remember the first lockdown, if you're a Melbourne person. It was interesting, to say the least. Mark Miljons-Bostoks offers a personal, reflective and emotional account of a young quadriplegic man searching for meaning amid the global pandemic. He details the realities of life in care and how he plans to re-establish an inspiring life. It's one massive event-fest. A rare glimpse is given into a life that not many people know about, understand or can even imagine. He does this by undertaking a writing challenge that explores almost every facet of his life intimately. He also reflects on his life highlights prior to illness, fumbles his way through understanding some personal dilemmas in the present, then explores his ambitions as he plans for a brighter future when quarantine lifts. Which it did eventually. Had a few false starts, but yeah, eventually quarantine lifted. The author also recalls how he became quadriplegic after getting sick during a backpacking holiday in Europe, and how, despite not being able to move his limbs, he is determined that he was put here to thrive, not survive. And that's one of the issues with people with major health issues like this. I mean, compared to him, my health issues are nothing. Because I can still get it out and about, I can make food, I can drive. He can't do any of that. So, last paragraph. There are highs and lows, obscure ideas and confessions, revelations and humorous accounts, and blimey, even some shocking truths exposed. But above all, a raw, robust, resilient human spirit shines through in the face of adversity. Sometimes the adversity is where I just can't pronounce a word. So, yeah, he's pretty amazing. So is Helen. Helen is amazing in a different way, and I am very lucky to have friends like this. So, you know what to do. Subscribe or not down at the bottom as you wish, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.